Hello and good evening to everyone present here. Thank you for having me as one of the speakers today. A year ago, I started Evolve Ideas to inform and educate the youth on current affairs. But what triggered me was the horrendous state of media houses and journalism in India. The weakening of media, the fourth pillar of democracy, is destabilizing the foundations of our Indian democracy. News and media needs to be independent. The press needs to be free. Unfortunately, I think we all can agree that as of today, most of the news channels and media houses present are biased, frequently provide fake news, and spread propaganda. Some news and media houses have politicians as investors. Others are owned by businessmen who are huge donors to political parties. And many are simply selective with an appeasing narrative of news to land favors and advertisements from the people in power. Therefore, I felt the need to take a step back, reboot journalism, Control Alt Delete. I tried to find what could be done. And I found two common ways of addressing this issue. The first being crowdfunded journalism, where the common public supports media through donations and the media is directly responsible to the general public, a service to the public and not the advertisers. The other being citizen journalism, where individuals play an active role in the process of collecting, reporting, analyzing, and disseminating news and information. Then I thought, what could I do? I thought on the lines of citizen journalism. The answer was student journalism. India's population is very young. More than 45% of the Indian population is under the age of 25. And more than 65% is under the age of 35. Yet, we do not have adequate representation when it comes to politics or press. We hardly have anyone to present news and current affairs from the point of view or talk about the issues that matter to us, the youth. I believe to participate properly in any democracy, we need to be aware of what's going on. In their book, The Elements of Journalism by Bill Kowalk and Tom Rosenstiel, they highlight the purpose of journalism is to give people the information they need to make better decisions about their lives and society. But the people, the youth, who are soon to shape the political, social, and environmental discourse of our nation, have a marginal say in journalism. So, to evolve ideas, I decided to create a platform for students to engage in journalism and voice their views. However, many of us do not have the habit of reading newspapers, tuning into news channels, or reading lengthy online articles due to our short attention span. What we do like is voicing our opinions, being activists, and being political on social media. In fact, many of us get our daily news from Instagram, Twitter, and the so-called WhatsApp University. This is why Evolve Ideas has a strong social media presence for the youth to get credible news through short slides and crisp points. We limit the length of a news piece without compromising on its quality and present the content with the help of graphs and images. Another problem with traditional news sources is that they provide constant updates about current affairs, but fail to address the background and the context of the issue. For instance, you hear about the Indo-China standoff in Ladakh. However, do we know what started these border disputes with our neighbor? Or why is it still unresolved? We hear about Yemen facing the largest humanitarian crisis. But do we know how did Yemen, once a fortunate land, end up in this unfortunate situation where it can't feed its own population? To know more, one usually has to read further, refer to several different articles, and put in a lot more effort. Something not everyone is accustomed to. At Evolve Ideas, we solve this by not only covering the ongoing event, but also by providing a relevant backstory to help our readers understand the news and the issue better. This is how I am participating in student journalism. As students, we must take matters into our own hands, shape the future of journalism. We are less likely to have any vested interests or monetary and other incentives to spread false news and propaganda. We are independent and more likely to be unbiased with our open minds not bound by social constructs. It is time we start writing articles, become journalists, and shape the future of our nation and the world. It is time we start covering issues that concern us and find ideas that solve them. And we students might just become the best journalists this country has ever seen. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you, Shivya, for inviting me today. It has been an honor talking to all of you. Thank you.